Okay, earlier I showed you some ideas on office accessibility and organization, but I left out a few things, so I'm going to go over those right now. Okay, first of all, Atul is a guy who wrote me from India. He had some questions, and one of them was about filing, and I gave him some ideas. This is one way you could put a file box on your desk. You can hang files in that. Another thing was I mentioned you could put, they have files with straps on them. I've seen them at Target or Home Goods store, things like that, anywhere pretty much. But if you put them in a drawer, you can pull them out that way. But another really important thing is just to keep the papers to a minimum in your office. Anything you got to manually handle is just, it's just going to be more difficult. So you really want to have a scanner and hooked up to your computer so you can put receipts, things like that on there, whatever you want to access. Or this is an automatic feeder, so you could scan in 25 documents at a time. Okay, so one of the advantages of having using your desktop computer as your main computer is you can leave this hooked up to it. Sometimes some of the features don't work in the wireless system. I wasn't able to get the scanning feature going. I tried, but so I just hooked it up to this computer. And this computer can also be a print server for your laptop. So if you wanted to print something from there wirelessly, you could go through this computer. Or you can always switch it to your airport base station later on if you want to turn this one off. So here is another thing. This is my airport base station. It's hooked up to a hard drive. So if you wanted to use this as your server for your files and such, you could have, so that just stays on all the time instead of having to worry about whether your computer's on or off. Nowadays they have the time capsule, which is your airport base station and a hard drive built right into it, just all in one. So that's kind of nice. Okay, one other thing here in the back, show them. This is, it's just a little portable SD card reader. I just leave that in, so if I need to transfer photos from my camera, I can get to it and just leave it set up.
Cool.
Okay, and if you're going to use your laptop primarily, you can. It depends on if you have. This is the MacBook Pro, and it has a slot on the side where you can actually have so it's like a built-in SD card reader, and you can just leave it in there all the time. Okay. Another thing I mentioned about if you just want to cut some coupons really quick, you can use a letter opener for that, and I'm just going to show you that right now. Is that you just fold the paper in half and run it through. So it makes it easy to cut things quickly. So let's see, I got most of it. So, all right. Let me put that back. Another thing is when you're stuck in bed at night, this is a really great gadget, the iPod Touch or the iPhone. But this is, you don't have to pay the monthly rates on this, so this is kind of nice. And basically it's a mini computer. And I mean, if you're laying in bed and you want to look up something really quick on the internet or check your mail or anything, you're probably not going to have somebody bring you a laptop. So this is nice to just quickly look things up. It's got all kinds of programs, your mail, internet. You can check the weather in the morning to see, how the weather is. There's to-do lists, help you keep organized, music, photos, pretty much everything. So it's
Okay, I'll take it.
yeah, you take it. Or if you go shopping, sometimes I use this in the calculator feature. Just a really excellent device. And I haven't gotten one. I've ordered one, but I got a case and it has a strap on it, so you can easily
cool.
grab it, and so it won't slip around as much. So. One other thing, I wanted to show you my stereo, the way I have it set up underneath there. That was nice because it's really easy to get to, but it doesn't show, so it just looks more neat, uncluttered that way. So, and I just have the speakers in the corner, so, and you can play the music through my computer here, or I already showed you before, you can use the iPod Touch as a remote control. It's Wi-Fi, so anywhere within 150 feet or so you could control your music throughout your house. So that's really nice too if you're stuck in bed and you want to, play the music but not be sitting at your computer or have to have a laptop right there to do wireless music. So
Can I ask a question?
yes.
Now, will that work for husbands if you want to control them to get them to do the honey-do
Absolutely.
list?
Yes, it
Okay.
works great for
Good.
them because what you do, if they're on their way home from work or whatever, and you have a list, you can email them like a Zenby list.
Oh, they'll love that.
And
Great
so they
gift.
can go, you can check off all the items you need them to pick up at the store. So
That's great.
yeah, I can
Yeah, and then they
control
won't
anybody.
forget.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I like
That's
that.
right. So excellent device. Thank you, Apple. And also, it's better than the old, when they use those styluses. Those are hard enough for anyone to use, but especially if you have hand paralysis. So, um, did very well. I'd like to see some more home automation stuff come out. There's some up there. I haven't checked it out yet, but that's another reason to get one. You'll be able to eventually control your lights and everything in your house.
Control the world.
Yes, control the world. And, maybe unlock doors, garage remote, and there are all kinds of things that are possibilities for this device in the future. So, great device, especially if you're paralyzed. So, I think that's about it. So, and remember, yes, you can.